All right, hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Love Peace Unity Movement podcast. I'm the host, Colin Teal. This week is all about service to others being transformative, healing, and the actual, and how we can apply this to our lives along that line. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you, Colin.
All right, so I just want to jump right on in. So, I think we discussed this a long time ago, but, it was, so I'm just going to get right back into it. So about service to others, can you tell us why it's important, especially in these transforming times, and the actual power that this has?
Well, my name is Rain. I'll say that off the bat, first of all. And the power of being of service to others, Colin, is, well, I feel really blessed because it's been a part of my life since I was young. My mom she did a lot of volunteer work, so being of service was really important to her. And because of that, I grew up serving meals at a soup kitchen, and I got to travel down to the south and do service projects on houses for the poor, and those experiences transformed my life and my perspective, opened me up to having really joyful, positive experiences with lots of different people of different communities even that I would have never met or had a chance to hear stories from, break bread together, share meals, and find out that I had the strength and the wherewithal to do something positive for somebody else's life, whether it was painting their house or putting food on their plate or bussing their dishes. Those moments that we create for our lives give us confidence, instill within us a greater sense of interconnection. Give us opportunities to share the simple gifts we have inside, like helping someone laugh or listening to something that they need to share. Those little moments build upon each other to make all of our lives stronger. And that is one of the greatest powers that we have, and it's one of the simplest ones too, because that kind of being of service to others, what I like to think of is my hands being empty. When my hands are empty, and maybe somebody might think if my hands are empty and I'm empty, I have nothing to give. But instead you find that when your hands are empty, they're ready to help somebody else with what they need. And being of service like that we find that when we take moments to empty our hands to help someone else with what they need, somebody is there to help us with what we need. And that's how we just make the chain of our community stronger, I think.
Yeah, I can definitely testify that. I heard that, I think I heard this from Joe Rogan on one of his podcasts. Actually, one of the inspirations for me starting this. Anyway, he says the more you give, the less you actually have, the more fulfilled you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can definitely testify to this. I mean, I've spent an entire month. I just finished what I call the Community Compassion Drive, which is basically from October 30th to November 30th. And due to bad weather, I couldn't finish it until the snow clears up. But basically, I collected food, clothes, and blankets for an organization up here called Friends of the Night People in Buffalo, New York. My intentions... I know, it was awesome. My intentions were purely because I care about my fellow brothers and sisters out there, and this was my chance to, even if I couldn't change their lives on a general big level, but even if I could just touch their lives in a way, and it might mean a lot to them, and it might help them out in a long run, but I still have a passion for service to others. I find myself having even the little bits of ideas. I find myself feeling not only more fulfilled, but a sense of that it's transformed me as a person. That I don't mean to sound like a guru. Well, I guess I could. I was not put on this earth for material things. I was put on here for peace and love, and to spread that stuff, and to be a small light, but joining together with other small lights to really shine in this world. And that's what I feel like service to others helps you do. It helps you to shine your light.
No doubt. Yeah, and it makes the world brighter for all of us. It really, like, all those simple things. And what I want to touch on is that you mentioned, like, maybe this isn't a big thing that will change their lives. And I think a lot of us get caught up in thinking that we have to do something big to change somebody's life. And what really is going to make real change in our world is taking the time to do those little things. Because our lives are made up of little things. And you never know how long or short your life is going to be. So it's so important to find ways to bring joy to your own life and bring joy to others, and help each other through our sorrows, because sorrow is inevitable. And the more we help each other through those sorrows and share the joy, we really have no idea how much we're capable of, because in our cultures, in this like modern contemporary culture, we've allowed an economic system to guide our lives instead of our lives guiding our economic system. And what that's doing is, like, we've allowed a lot of media and things to transform what is important to our well-being, and we're being sold on all these different material things as being important to our well-being, while we're busy making money to buy these things. We're missing out that, like, the real wealth and worth of our lives is in caring for each other and in caring for the earth that takes care of all of us. And, like, when we can reprioritize our lives to take care of each other and the earth, we will, there's really no end to what our potential could be. Really, it's limitless. It's up to our imagination. And I really hope that more and more of us can reprioritize those things and help guide our culture to being that service and being that light to each other and of ourselves.
My next question I want to ask is, do you feel that more and more people are shifting more towards the service to others lifestyle? And the second part is, how can we propagate or push this, and how can we, spread this to create more of this kind of a movement, or this more kind of a shift?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, because another thing that I've had a really incredible opportunity to do is work and spend time in a different country. And I was young. I was 17 when I had the opportunity to go to Kenya and do service work. And that experience, I was there for 3 weeks, traveling to different parts of the country, including the poorest part of that country, and doing different service projects and spending time, real beautiful time with different communities. And that experience changed my life. And I say it saved my life because I felt really empty growing up in the culture here in the United States. And I realized when I went to Kenya and had the opportunity to help there and to see how some of these poor rural communities everybody would spend their afternoon doing a project together that was benefiting their whole community. And experiences like that saved my life, because it gave me hope that people are capable of putting aside something that they wanted to do on a certain day to take part in their community for something that was beneficial for the entire community. And we don't have many opportunities to do that these days. There are many nonprofits that like hold different volunteering events, which are awesome to pick up garbage on Earth Day, or you know, there's a lot of variety of. I mean, I live in Missoula, Montana, and we have we have like one of the most nonprofit communities in the country. So we have lots of different weekends that like we're being invited to volunteer for different things. But like, what if we were coming together to build our library together, you know, and put things into these buildings that had our handprints and like our different things, that like the buildings and everything in our community was meaningful to us because we helped build it or put it there. And I feel, so when you ask me if I feel like more people are coming together to be of service, I'm really troubled by that. I think we're in a very important time where it's easy to use the metaphor of battlefield. So I'm a pacifist, and I don't agree with battling anywhere. But like, it's an easy metaphor, and there's so many different battlefronts and battlefields, and we all have to find our place to take part in. But like, it is my hope that people will realize that like part of the emptiness and the depression and the helplessness we feel is that we're not taking part in being service and being of care to our neighbors, to our elders, to our single parents, to children who have no parents. I really feel like all the depression and a lot of our mental illness is happening because we've allowed our culture to take away our care for one another. And so it's my hope that like there's a lot of inspiring young people, and I really hope that we can help reignite that importance, because this kind of culture and this economic system is encroaching in all those little parts of the world. And like, I feel like if I went back to Kenya now, almost 20 years later, that I would probably see a very different place. And like, I worry that that experience that I had there wouldn't even be possible for my children to have there. And that scares me. That means that more of the world is losing its ability to be part of a culture that's naturally of service, because that's how we used to live our lives.
Yeah, it's a good thing to teach children, especially when they're young, to be of service to others. Yeah. What do you believe are the spiritual effects and the consequences, so to speak, of having a more spiritually or service to others centered life? And do you believe that teaching younger generations this will really help transform this world? Almost like what I'm saying is the butterfly effect. Like, you do a good thing here and something may happen elsewhere. That's very positive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely think that's possible. Especially with like human consciousness, it will ripple out very quickly. A lot of us are very empathetic, and I think there's a movement to see a lot of people are feeling, a lot of young people feel like, oh, I'm a natural empath. And I think humans are naturally empathic, just more generally, but a lot of us, and a lot of our parents and the older generations were really desensitized in different ways. But our younger generations, we have to worry about the ways in which they're being desensitized. And I think it's a naturally spiritual act to be of service to others. Jesus was my first teacher, and he always taught to be of service to others, no matter what their walk of life or their background or their worldview. And I think when we see that people are struggling, not because they did something wrong, but they're a reflection of us, and that we could find ourselves in that place someday where we're struggling, where we stop trying to see why somebody's in a certain place and just see that they're struggling, that they need a blanket, that they need a meal, a shower, someone to listen. All those things ripple out, and if we found little opportunities to do those things throughout our day, I mean, each person has such an enormous power to uplift somebody just by having a good energy within themselves, by smiling, by not being caught up in our own thoughts, but by being open to listening and to observing what's going on around us. And the more we uplift each other in small ways, the more that positive energy and comfort will ripple out. And I mean, like, I know that walking through my day, if I see somebody scowling or sad, that affects me. And I know that if I'm scowling or sad, that affects other people. And if I'm not in a good place and I don't have a way to heal myself from being in that sour place, I'm probably helping make other people sour around me. But if I'm uplifted by a smile or somebody asking me what's wrong, if I'm okay, if I need a hug, then I'm able to put my energy in a good way, and then I'm sharing more of that positive strength, and it's just kind of like our energetic recuperation, which is, naturally healing. And a deep part of my spirituality, my personal spirituality, is to see the world as being alive and everything being interconnected and everything being relative and important to each other. So, it's easy for me to imagine that all those little things could easily ripple in a beautiful way around the planet.
Yeah, I can resonate with that. I mean, I know this for a fact that things such as borders, nationalities, ethnicities, race, all these things are basically man-made inventions. We really are all one. And it could also be an interesting idea to treat others as if it's you living another life, Like we are all one country. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful idea.
So, is there anything else you'd like to add right now? Any other important things you'd like to add?
I don't know. No, I think I've said a lot, and I'm really grateful for this opportunity to share my thoughts on the subject. I'm grateful for what you're doing with your channel, and
my intentions, I've already made it known, but maybe you don't, is I really am trying to both spread awareness here and really trying to help touch others' lives so that we can at least start some kind of a movement together and really help transform our communities, our lives, because it all starts with the self, so that we can transform ourselves, our communities, and that our collective togetherness can help ripple out, and we can create a positive impact in our world.
Just do it. Find your own way. Find where your passion is, where your motivation is, what gifts you have to share, and realize that we all came to this world. We did come to share certain gifts, and we can't let any part of the world tell us that those gifts aren't valuable. So reconnect to yourself, heal that place inside, rediscover those gifts, and share them with somebody. And empty your hands once in a while and be ready for whoever's asking for help. All you have to do is listen. And especially, oh my goodness, I would add, Colin, that I really feel for the depression that a lot of people struggle with. And I want to encourage everyone, when you're feeling depressed, you can't get out of bed, when you feel helpless, nobody cares, whatever those whatever that shadow inside feels like and is saying to you, challenge it. If you feel like nobody loves you, find somebody to go out and say, I love you too. If you feel like nobody's listening to you, find somebody that needs somebody to listen. And encourage yourself, however hard it is, to go out and do something for someone else, because I really feel like our heaviness and our depression is coming from not being of service, because that really gives us the greatest value within ourselves. And that will lift. I can't see that would not uplift anybody who feels like they can't get out of bed. And I know it's hard to get yourself out and do that thing, but I really think that depression and not being of service to others are deeply interconnected, especially in American culture. And I know that from my own experience, and I feel like that's one thing that an antidepressant cannot give you, is like that natural confidence that you can do something meaningful for somebody else to uplift their day and be uplifted by it. Because one thing that, like, you can, the more you give, the more there is, and the more you get back, and that is love.
Yes.
And we will never get enough love.
Indeed.
So, share it. Thank you.
Yeah. I just really want to challenge everyone out there, everyone that will be listening to this. You know, it's always important. I'd want to challenge you. As I said, my intention is to inspire others here, from the heart. Go out. Well, even if it's something small like shoveling a neighbor's driveway, or really being grateful to a coworker for all they've done, or to someone that you know. These little things can have a great impact, and they can really make someone's day, and not only spread good vibes, but you're also spreading positivity and more love within this world, and we definitely need that, especially nowadays. So my challenge to everyone would be to find the small things, even if you're not comfortable with doing something like I just did, like a community compassion drive or something like that, which was good. But even if you're not, comfortable, or you're not good with doing that, do some of the small things, because they really do mean a lot. All right, well, thank you for coming onto the podcast, Rain. We really, really appreciate it, and you're really valued here. Thank you.
You're welcome, Colin. Keep up the good work.
We really hope to have you on again soon, and a special thanks to all of our listeners who will be listening. We hope you'll join us again next week, and I hope you have a blessed day.
Let's be. Peace.
Thank you.